Today we're going to be learning about character, and we're going to do it through an activity called a jigsaw. During our racial identity unit, we've studied 5 separate texts, each on the theme of racial identity. Within those texts are incredible characters. And so for your task today, you're going to be assigned to look at one text each and the characters that are presented within them. As we get into this activity, the first thing that you need to understand is how you'll be scored on this assignment and also on our summative task at the end of the unit. To show me that you are skilled at understanding and analyzing characters in a piece of literature, you have to do these 3 things. First, describe the character based on patterns of relevant evidence. That just means over the course of the text, what different things have you seen that help you understand who the character is and what they're about? Then you have to be able to analyze their relationships. How do they interact with the other characters in the story, as well as their environment, and how does that change them, or how do they grow over the course of that class reading? And then finally, you have to be able to explain why this character is important to the text and how that kind of shows the author's theme overall. Sounds difficult, but it's straightforward. We're going to take a look at an example now using a text that you read in a prior set of class readings, the text Illegal by Owen Colfer. Once again, the first level asks you to describe a character based on patterns of relevant evidence. In the story Illegal, we learn about Ibo, a young Ghanaian boy who is just starting to learn about the dangers and sacrifices required to cross into Europe illegally. Ibo, who is narrating the story, is attempting to cross the sea with his brother on a boat filled with other immigrants. He is scared but hopeful for a better life. As you can see, I've described the author and the main character, the title of the book, and I've given you some details about who he is and what he's trying to do. A summary of the character and some of the character traits. He's scared but hopeful for a better life. After that, I have to describe how the character interacts with others and their environment. When the text begins, Ibo is very scared but hopeful. He narrates to the reader, telling them everyone is hungry and scared. All anyone wants is Europe. After they spot the helicopter and boat, he's still anxious, asking his brother, "What if they tow us back?" When the boat begins to rock dangerously, Ibo helps a lady by holding her infant, showing that even in dangerous times, he thinks of others. He also makes sure to tell his brother how important it is that they stay together once they arrive, showing again that he cares about others and is hopeful for the future. As you can see here, I've looked at Ibo's relationship with himself and his environment, his relationship with his brother, and his relationship with other people on the boat. And then finally, I have to take a supportable stance on how this character is important to the text and what they're teaching the reader overall. This character is significant to the text because their struggle for safety and security is the main issue in the story. Ibo's decision to get on the boat, despite the risks, shows how badly he wants to start a new life. Ibo's fears for his safety and the safety of others are connected to the overall theme of the story, which is that immigrants are people who are simply searching for a better life for themselves and their families. Once again, why is the character significant to the story, and how does it convey the theme? In the space below, you'll see the area for your individual group work. For each group member, there is a different text, and underneath it is where your work will go. You will see underneath the yellow box, I've included a frame that helps you understand what to put in that area. Once you've done all 3 boxes, your work is complete. If you have any questions about this assignment, review that example again, and then afterwards, don't be afraid to ask. We're going to analyze character today, and I'm looking forward to seeing your work. Let's get started right now.